Okay, let's go through and break down Mr. Ali's gameplay, see what he does well, things he could do slightly better, and just overall kind of how he plays. I believe he's a Crim / Iri player around that level. So yeah, let's go through and kind of break it down, man. Off the break here, he's going to be using an aims, and we're just going to see his decision making more than anything. I know that in the moment, sometimes there's a lot happening, so it's kind of difficult to make good decisions at every single second. So our goal is to help him, just get him a bit more comfortable with that, because I know as a player himself, he's a good player. But we're trying to do that, if that makes sense. Yeah, go for that 1, 2, 3. No problem, Ali. All right, chat, let's get into it. So, off the break here, we're going to be using kind of our knowledge as well as like, we're going to not really use hindsight. We're going to try predicting a bit more in the future, because that's where it's really important to identify kind of what they could do. Okay, so off the break is going to go through. First thing, I don't know if it's, maybe it looks the same, but like, for me, the minimap looks a bit small. No, I think it's fine, actually. I don't know. It looked a bit small for a second, but I think it's fine. But yeah, I'm just going to say scale that up for sure. I think you can scale that up more, to be honest with you. Like, I don't think there's no negative part of it. So I would actually make my minimap even bigger. I think yours is calm, but I think you can make it a bit bigger just to help you out with reading the minimap. So off the break, you're going to watch the right side here. So standard stuff, just watching the right hand side, kind of going through. Now this is the first thing about, yeah, so he does a good job of it, but just generally when you're playing, sometimes this happens a lot where your teammates are going to just, like, right now Ali's clearly watching this POV in this area, and he's just going to be doing the same thing, like, oh, I'm going to watch it as well. So sometimes you want to, even if you're the one in the right spot, you may need to adapt because of your teammates' lack of awareness. So he goes around. Right now off the break though, I can see that no one on their team has come through this side. So the way my brain will be working right now is like, cool, they obviously have 4 people. I haven't seen a single person coming through this side, and I haven't seen a single person go through this cross either. So straight away, that's actually limited. What I'm going to do is get a private game going as well, so we can go through some stuff. But what that's basically done right now is limited where they could be by quite a bit. They basically have to be on the left side of the map, and they're going to come either through the elephant room or through P5. You know, that little area there. So that kind of sets us up nicely to like understand where they're coming from. So let's see what you do from this area here. So you're holding it. You're going to back away. Yeah, so just like I mentioned, they're going to get the pinch here. Off the break, I'm not a big fan of this route, and I'll explain why. Let me just get the game started on the other screen so we can go through it, and then we can go through some stuff together. And if you have any questions, even Ali, feel free to let me know. We can jump in it right now and kind of go through, okay? But yeah, right now, when you're going across, like, you know that, like we mentioned, they're going to be around elephant, maybe they're going to be on the left here, and your teammate ends up dying. As soon as your teammate dies right there, I just feel like right now, think about it from their perspective. They know where you guys are, and you know where they are. So if we go through again, give me a second, let's get this up and going. Where is it? Where's Black Ops 6? There you go. We'll get rewind going as well. Perfect. So right now, like, we know, just like I mentioned from the kind of what we spoke about. Let me just mute the game for now. Yeah, what we spoke about is we know that they're going through, and they're basically going through elephant like that, or generators. Those are kind of the main 2 doors that they're going through, right? Maybe one pinches, but we're going to assume it's something like that. Bit of a weird route from them, but we know that's what they're taking, okay? You have a teammate right there. Where's your other teammate? So your other teammate's further back. So you have one teammate there, you're standing around there, and you have a teammate further back like that, and then one's going to spawn up. So right now, the reason I don't like this play going in like that is because as soon as you go in, look what you end up doing. The second you go in like right there, you're basically contesting the door or being around there, and you can get shot from like 20 different areas, because they could have had elephant by now, they could have been there, they could be there, they could be there by now. Like, they have all that area, and I feel like you as an AR, as soon as you go in, you're kind of just giving up that power position, and you're just kind of dead straight away there. So now that you're dead, your teammates are going to have to trade, and I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like you could maybe wait a few seconds then, wait for this guy. But if we go back to the actual game, this is where it's like, the start gives you so much information. You just get information on where they are, where they could be, and stuff like that. So when you're going around here, and you know straight away, like, cool, they're not pushing up right now, and you're going through there, I just feel like sometimes you're better off stretching the map and kind of staying out wide and keeping your width, and letting your teammates, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I prefer kind of keeping my width right here. Maybe keeping my width going around, like even going behind them here or something, and just kind of like trying to find those freebies. Like maybe you get one there and you back away or something, like just trying to find a kill, maybe go through here or wherever, like just playing a bit more wide. I personally feel like I value more than just going in the point there, because I feel like you're just alone and you're just always going to get traded. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just something I personally like to do a bit more there. So we're going to go through again. Not a big deal, but yeah, first death there. We're going to go across, Good positioning, good shots, good recoil control, standard stuff there that you expect from a Diamond / Crim player. Good stuff. Great stuff again. Okay, cool. That's 2 down. 20 seconds left there. Yep, standard stuff again. I don't mind that. Okay, cool. So this is what I was going to say. I was waiting for it to happen, but right here, I'm going to pause this right here. Okay. So I want you to look at the screen and where you guys are and where your arrows are. I want you guys to look at the arrows. Really important. Then I'm going to show you in game for a second. Okay. So when you're standing here and you're doing this, I like what you're doing. You're getting shots of being annoying. Cool, 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 cool. Great. Great job. You're doing all that stuff. Okay. Then we're going to play it out. As soon as you get on the point. You still have your equipment, by the way, which is important for this next bit. Oh, 1 second. You still have your equipment, which is important for this next bit, and where I think that you could have done slightly more. Okay, right here. In this scenario, I want you to just look at the arrows, and you tell me what you think, Arlie. Okay? Like, right now, when I'm staying here, I just feel like straight away there's a big gap, and this is where, like, I think your teammate is literally on your left watching over you. I don't mind you staying here like this, but I feel like right now you kind of should expect the pinch as well. So I either play like this, or I kind of like go for a different angle, maybe sit here or something, and just like play a little bit different there. I feel like because you kind of stood in this obvious corner, which is, again, it's normal. Most people sit here, but you didn't watch the pinch there. And the reason I knew that was going to happen is because right now, it was this bit right here. When you had no one on this right street, so you gave up the right street after you got the kills, cool, got the kills, great job. You now are here. And again, you gave up the width. So I think a lot of the times, I feel like you're just on the first hill, you're giving up the width constantly. So right here again, like you got the 2 kills. You actually did a great job getting the 2 kills. I feel like once you're here, I personally like stretching the map even more. Stretch the map even more. Because now when you're here, for example, not only do you have the whole right street, okay? Not only do you have the whole right street, actually look where they are. Look where they actually are right now. Okay? Think about where that guy is. So that guy right there is around that head glitch, okay? If you played around the wide area here, you could go through, and kind of like stand here, for example, and you just have way more space. You could sit here or go through here or wherever and kind of like go behind them, maybe go through here. And I just feel like overall, you could create way more width in your gameplay. Just from what I've seen, it's not even about these specific moments. I just feel like you keep going too narrow and you're like, both times you're getting so involved in the gameplay, you know? And I don't know. I just feel like you could do a bit more out wide. But like I mentioned, if you're going to go central, you want to bait them in. So right now, look, you get one. Go through right here. I think you should turn around and watch the pinch there, like because I knew he was going to pinch you there. But that's kind of what happens when you play central. I'm mostly a sub player, so I made some bad decisions. Okay, cool. That makes sense. That makes sense that you're a sub player. Yeah, I think the first thing again, it happened twice now. Is just really just making sure you stretch the map, especially as an AR. Stretching the map is so crucial, man. Super crucial. Good play, really good mechanics there. That trade's just it's kind of like it happens. You know, not the end of the world. I think the biggest thing I would say right now is your timing in terms of like valuable kills and deaths, right? So right now you go through, you get the first kill, but look where you die, and let's see where. Okay, so you just killed who? You killed Shelby, right? You killed Shelby and you died here. So 1, 2, 3, cool. Okay, look how far you spawn out. So if Shelby in this scenario, if he spawns, I don't think he will because of where people are, but just again another general point, right? But if he was to spawn, say back here, let's just say your team aren't pushed out, and he spawns back here. Your kill is kind of irrelevant because you guys are fighting here. You get the trades. As soon as he dies, he spawns back on the time. When you die, you spawn all the way back there, right? Or sometimes even back on that side. So sometimes you've got to be careful with what kill you're going for and how valuable it is. Okay, let's see what you do here. You've got a sub out still. Gonna go through. Scan the head glitch. Same thing, you're by yourself right now. Your teammate's pinching there, so I don't mind this play from you. Good job there. Great job with the kill. Mechanically, really good. Okay, a few more shimmies there, being a bit more annoying there, and kind of just understanding your role there. What are you trying to do right now? You get the first kill, right? Like right now, your teammate is right there. Okay? So even when you see this guy right here, him looking at you is enough value from you. If you can just play your life, you're going to be so valuable. Because look, he was standing around here. Okay, so this guy's standing right here like this. He's waiting for you to overcommit. He's kind of waiting. He's like, bro, please overcommit. Go. And you're kind of giving him the shoulder like that. You're like giving him the shoulder. And then if you went left there and one pump there and just kind of played your life here, you're putting so much pressure on them. Imagine you shot this guy as well and then put pressure on them. Then your teammate, in this case, who's around that building there, when your teammate goes through now and he goes across and this guy's standing in the open, he gets the kill. And it's just, again, it's just an overall easier break. I want you to use your teammates more in general. I feel like you're playing at a pacing, you're not really utilizing your teammates as much as you could. So right there, look, shimmy, you don't need to get the kill, you know? I think you just got to find the value in playing your life over the kill. Because now that you're dead, you guys are chalk. This is a really hard break now, because this guy's by himself. He gets a 2 as well. So he actually did a great job, but you spawn all the way out. He gets a 3-piece, bro. He gets a 3-piece, which is crazy. Good. Push out here. Push out immediately. Push out immediately. They're through the front. Just go, go, go. Okay. Push out, push out, push out, push out, push out anywhere. Just go, just go, just go. Okay. So right here again, this is the timing thing. This is the difference with Ollie. What was your peak rank, by the way? That's a good perspective. Perfect, bro. What was your peak rank, Ollie, again? What was your peak rank? Because in this scenario, okay, another thing is about timing, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to see when you should have moved and then how long it takes you. So right here, for me, right now, I'm going to back away again. We're looking for the new hill, 25 seconds. Okay, so you're cool. You get a 2-piece, cool, right there. You get a 3. I feel personally right here, you should be going forward. They're not going to spawn at the back because it's blocked. But even right here, let's just play out. Let's just say you think they're going to spawn at the back. Cool. That's fine. Okay, right here. So we're going to pause it. I think you should go forward now, by the way, just for my record. But right here. Okay, so this is when he just spawned up. So this is the exact second. I know I've paused it, so this isn't giving us timing, but this is the exact second where he has spawned up. So we're going to see how long it takes you to move. Okay, so this whole time up to that, okay, that's what we're going to have to count here. So let's back away and count in seconds, okay? So we're going to do it as soon as he spawns up, even though I would say now, okay? We're going to give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So those 6 seconds, let's see where we could have went in 6 seconds, okay? Would it have been drastic? We're going to find out. So we're standing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Obviously, there's going to be things where you're pre-aiming this, that, this, that. Let's just say we land here, okay? Even from here to there is a decent amount of distance. Now, this is just one scenario. Imagine if you apply that to every single situation. Think about the timing difference, where you could have been. You could have been here, so that they were still setting up. You could have went round, went round, go through, went round. And then like right now, your teammates would have been around there, okay? But now this is how you get the pinch, because they're not expecting you to be that quick. And this is where you go through whatever you finesse, whatever you want to do, cool, whatever, right? But it's just those timings, because the problem you have is right now, you can see now you're rotating, okay? As you go through here, they have already basically set up in the new hill. So just a few seconds quicker, I would say, would be really useful for you. Again, go forward. Okay, go forward there. You have a sub here, it's going to be a little bit difficult. I would watch my right now. Watch my right, they're going to be all over the right. So this is what I would call being quite fortunate and a little bit tunnel vision, okay? So again, right here. If we pause this, I want you to really focus on the minimap right now. Where do you think they're going to come from, okay? Because the new hill is activated. So I want you to focus on the minimap, Everyone watching as well. Okay, cool. Crim 1, perfect, cool. So I think you're definitely Crim for sure. We want to get you to iridescent. And I think a lot of these small timing decisions will help you out. Because it's not even about like gun skill, your gun skill's calm and everything. It's just making these decisions a bit quicker. And these are things that we just got to watch out for in general. So even right now, your whole team's on your left, okay? As we mentioned there, your whole team's on your left. So we know for a fact they're going to spawn on the right. But when you go through, your first thought process should be like shoulder the right. You know they're coming through there, right? So even if you're going across there, like you should be watching the right, going through, trying to get across, then you tuck in. But what you did is, again, you just completely ignored the danger and you just looked left and didn't look right once. And this is something that, against most good players, you're going to get killed here for free. So like if I pause it right here, if I pause it right there, okay? Now imagine I was against you. So look where you're standing. So just give me 2 seconds while I set up and then I'll show you what I mean. Imagine you're standing right there, so you can see you're basically right in front, okay? And imagine I was playing against you. You're basically going through that door and you're standing right there. I would have fried you, and then I would have just killed your teammate just from standing here. So what you want to do is, as you shoulder that door, at least look to your right to get the information. Because you got away with it, but you never looked. So you can't, like, if I watch this, I can't say, oh, Arnie planned that. He calculated it, because you never looked right once. If you looked right now, and checked it, I would believe you. But because you didn't, it shows me the timing there. Like right there, now you can kind of see it. But if somebody could have been there and killed you, but we're not actually checking it, we're just in a quick, like, pause, we're able to see it. You know what I'm saying? So we get through. There's one. Good play. Again, they're going to be behind you. And this is why, again, and this is so crucial, it's this decision-making in the moments, okay? The first thing is, I think right here, you had to try and pick up an AR because the weapon you have has caused this problem. And I'm going to show you what has actually happened and what we could do to avoid this, okay? So what we have right now is you over there. Your teammates are coming from this side. And the opponents are around there, okay? So they've got maybe 2 around there. Maybe one's coming off spawn. We're just going to assume there's something like that. We don't know exactly. We're just going to assume it's something like that, okay? And you are essentially the magic person here where you can make the difference, okay? And what you've done is I'm going to label it as, I'm going to do it in yellow, is you took a sub route. You took a submachine gun route and you did this. You kind of went forward and you tried to just get active in the base, okay? What you actually want to do is take more of a route, even if you have a sub, you can still do this, but you actually want to trap the opponents. You kind of want to use your teammates as firing power and not exactly bait, but you want to assume you want to make the enemies think to look left like everyone's there, right? Kind of look left, everyone's there. And while this is happening, you want to kind of sneak on by and try and just kind of go somewhere and trap them. This is like perfect scenario where now they're trapped in. And this is where it's super crucial because every kill that you guys get now, so let's say it's a trade for a trade. You kill them 2, they kill these 2, right? What happens is as he gets forward now and these 2 are dead, these guys are forward as well, right? So what happens is your teammate actually spawns behind you. You're actually good now. You guys have the spawns. These guys actually spawn out. So now, whatever happens in these gunfights, whoever trades who, whatever happens, you guys have the good spawns, all because you made the play. But when you're running it like the submachine gun route that you did, let's see what Roy said. Let's see what Roy said. This guy is not Crim. You ain't Crim, bro. Listen, Roy, mate. We don't do that here, all right? Roy, listen to me, Roy. I played all day today, got 2 silver with the boys, and we never... Okay. Listen, Roy. You came here last January telling me you're silver. And now you're telling my boy he's not Crim. Listen, Roy, we're going to keep the positive vibes going, all right, Roy? None of that, mate. None of that. Okay. I was hyper-focused on the point. Okay, perfect. So right now, this is a very good example. Yes, like you said, you're hyper-focused on the point, and we have to look at the bigger picture, okay? So sometimes it's just about, right, like my teammates are here. That's okay. Let them be there. Don't worry about it. It's like stand here, say, cool, my teammates are there, like shoulder the right. Okay, I'm going to make a play now, and just try your best to kind of like spread the map a little bit, be annoying. And then when you get free, even if you stand here, for example, kill 1, reposition, like wherever you want to do that, you're trying to get attention away and make it difficult for them. Just make it a bit more difficult than running straight at the hill. Because when you die, look what happens now. You guys die, and because your teammates are dead, look what happens now in terms of the spawn. And this is one of the worst things to happen in general. And let me show you right when you spawn up now. Okay. This is not what you want. I'll explain why. What you wanted is a pinch. You wanted a sandwich. You wanted to trap them in. What we got was this. Red team is set up like this. Okay. Blue team, which is your team, are all coming from this area. Whenever you have every single person coming from one area, it's super tricky to break. And let me explain why. In this scenario, they are simply holding. You have to get the kills, but let's say you kill number 1, right? He's going to spawn back there, and then number 2 pushes up. So you have to get the kills and push up to a point where you're getting map control. But let's say you get all these kills again, they're still going to spawn back there. So you have to get waves of kills to then push up every time. And if they kill you, you're back to square 1. And every time they spawn, they're getting closer to P4. And because they don't have to worry about their back, they can simply snake, stand on head glitches, and lock it down. And that's why it's so simple. Because whenever you're on this area, there's so many... That's why P4 is such a money hill. Because I can sit here like this. And like, if you're shooting me, I could play my life. And while I'm playing my life, my teammate is now spawning up here. He could watch over me. And while he's playing his life, my other teammate is sitting here like this, right? Like this. So we're actually in such a good spot. You have to then... Imagine you kill me up from there, okay? You kill me right there. I'm not going to spawn out yet. Why? Because my teammate that's here, he's going to push up a bit more. My teammate that's behind me there, he's going to help me as well. So you have to kill me, this guy, and the other guy to get spawns. You know what I'm saying? You have to kill everyone to get spawns. And that's the big difference. Let me see what the chat's saying, what you're saying. Yo, can we get Arlie a sub? Can we get Arlie a sub? My man's VOD review, bro. He's a poor guy. This is not fair for the boy Arlie. I'm sorry, Arlie. Would top swap be good there? What is in this car here? So I was waiting for Arlie to see it. Arlie, did you hear what I said, bro? Yeah, top swap's not bad, depending on where the enemies are. This is actually I like this spot. It's quite a good spot. But just generally, like if you don't die here, so if you die here, your teammates are there, you're good. As long as 1 or 2 are like are alive, you're chilling then. That's the biggest thing I would say. So anyways, we go through, and this is just going to be chalked. You're now fighting against a whole wave. Look at that. Look, you're getting kills, chat. Like right now, look, Arlie gets a kill, and the guys he's killing are spawning out. So it's just constantly chasing a difficult. Look at that. They're spawning there, and it's super simple for them. It really is. So you just have to find these kills there. You have to go on these head glitches. That push up, go. That's 2 down. Get active there. That's good. That's 3. Now get active. Just go for these kills again. You have to go for them, bro. You have to put a trophy down. So these are small things, but right there, put a trophy down, and this is your new territory. What you need to do is have a new starting point, okay? Because what you keep doing is you're starting off here, and then you're dying. And you're doing it so much that it's just making it really difficult for you to break. You're starting off all the way here, okay? You're starting off all the way here. You get forward. When you get this kill here, right? When you kill this guy here, this is your now new starting spot. Don't die. If you die, you're back to square one. You now have to stay here and pin them back again. So put a trophy down. Be annoying. Go up here. Jump shot. Be annoying. Like, line up to this area here, this car here. Just stand here as your new starting spot. But as soon as you die, look where you land. So right there, look, you get aggressive. You don't have a trophy down. You end up dying, overcommitting for no reason. Boom. Now you die. Look where you spawn again. Teammates get killed. And now you're going to spawn all the way at the back again. Oh, now you get lucky. And this is super important, okay? When I say the word lucky, the reason I say that is because you and your team didn't really do anything to get spawns here. They just fucked up. If we're being real, they just fucked up. Like, they should not lose spawns here. You guys got 2-pieced. I don't know what they did. I think this guy may have made the play. To be fair, he may have made the play. It got you to spawn. So it works out okay there. But that's not something we want to rely on, for sure. That's like, wow, we got fortunate. Wow, we'll take it and we'll move on, you know? One of those ones. Let's see how you hold this hill now. This is it. This is the big hill. Let's see how you hold it. See what you do, man. Let's see. Okay, very simple stuff there. Very simple stuff there. Look at the minimap, okay? Now, is your team in a good spot? No, not at all. But where's the pressure coming from right now? You see one there, so we got 1 kill. We see 1 more there. Right now, if I pause it, look at our minimap, okay? We have this guy is on the window watching the right. So he's watching the right. This guy is posted up. So he actually has the whole right street. And you have this right street. Now, this is okay. If your teammate, if your 4th teammate was around there, let's see. If your 4th, so you're standing right here right now, okay? You're standing right here. You're watching the street. This is fine. Everything's fine. However, if you look at the mini-map, what you realize is your teammate is also watching this area. Now, should he be? Probably not. Can I control that? No, I can't. So, what do? Is I realize that my teammate is not looking where I need him to be, so I am going to go left here. I actually take the longer route, I go left here, and I pre-aim like this, and I hold it like this. Now, imagine if you were standing where I am now, okay? Imagine if you were standing here instead of here. You would have had the whole map, okay? Then you stand there, you watch it, you get a kill, maybe a 2-piece, get a 2-piece. Now you could push up again because you know they're spawning out again. You get active again. You have to be adaptable to the map. But if we play this out, yes, your teammate should have watched the left, but you can see that he isn't. We have to adapt. And another thing is there's not enough pressure right now. This should be a sign. When I'm standing here and I don't see any pressure, when I'm standing here and I don't see any pressure there, I should be like, yo, damn. Like, you can see your teammate standing there, right? There's no pressure from the opponents. You should low-key be like, oh, maybe they're pinching low-key. And kind of watch this left area like this. Maybe go prone here, wherever. But just be a little bit faster with those reads, okay? I blame this up on my teammates, but in hindsight, I could have done a lot more. I think most of the time it's going to be like that, bro. Like, your teammates may have lost you the game at times, but you can always learn from it and do better. You know, that's the way I look at it. Like, you may have done a good job overall, but still, there's little things we can always work on. So right now, look, the fact that you saw it is so tunnel visioned, and it's very like common. So don't worry, it happens a lot. But right now, like you're going through. Your teammate has that window, and right now, like this should be a red flag to you. I'm like, cool, nice, good play. You're going round, and your teammates have the right. Teammate has the right, but you're like, instead of going to where you need to be, like, nope, I need to watch the right. And it's just that awareness, okay? Because that right there, as soon as you look right, and this is where it's important, because you might have not died here, but the fact that you did was, in hindsight, gonna happen because of the way it was. So you did it, you looked left, and then you stopped. And then you get 2-pieced. And this guy's probably gonna get 2-pieced. Now you get 3-pieced. And now you're probably gonna have one more layers of spawns. Okay, another thing is that when you die there, remember what I said? It's so easy to hold this setup unless you get 3-pieced. If you get 3-pieced, then you get broken. So all you had to do right there to make this game completely different right now, all you had to do was when you realized your teammate was on the right, you say, cool, I'm going left, stand right here. You would have got that kill for free. As soon as you killed him, that guy that you just killed, he was here. He spawns all the way there. You have now got the whole hill just from that one kill. But instead, because you overcommitted to the right, you end up dying, and now you spawn out, and now it's kind of like chalked, but you guys somehow break in again. Okay? Another thing, stretching the map. Look where we are. When your teammates are there, we should be stretching the map immediately. Don't be either here, watch the left from here, or stretch the map here, man. Stand literally back here. Be annoying. Like, I love to go around here because you can see so much more. Or sometimes when I get killed, I sit here, for example. Imagine you sit like this, right? This is such a good spot. Let me explain why. Think about it from their perspective. They're so worried about the hill and where you could be that they're going around like this. They're trying to play outskirts like this. They're not going to look behind there. So imagine you're just hiding here, for example, and you're just waiting. You see someone, get the kill, and you stand there, you use it as a cover. Just stretch the map more. It's so important because you guys are so narrow. You guys are so narrow right now. Like, I'm not surprised you guys got broken. Like, you're so narrow. It's just very, very hard to hold a setup there, you know? See what you do in the next hill. That was good. That was good. Good 2-piece. I think right there, again, you could have got a sub out. I think this is the hill where you see in the CDL, like, sometimes they have 8 jackals, you know, so sometimes get a sub out, which is what you did now, which is good. But first rotation wasn't too bad. I think there was a few things we could learn from them, and those are things that I want you to just take forward, okay? Let's keep going with this. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the first rotation, we covered a lot. We spent like 30 minutes just on one rotation because I wanted to cover most of that stuff, you know? I just stopped having all faith in teammates. Yeah, man, I think you got to just like understand that your teammates are going to shoot back. Like, I think people really underestimate. Like, yeah, sure, sometimes they may make stupid plays, but most of the time they're going to shoot back. They're going to be able to like hold their own. Your job is to make it easier for them, you know? Great play, good play for sure. Watch your left. Nice. I like this play. Just chill. That's not a bad play at all. Just chill, relax, see what's going on. I like that. You're mechanically absolutely fine there. You're competing very well in these lobbies. Like, there's no issue at all. Where is he going to be? Okay. See what we do. 3 down again. I think one of the biggest things is stretching the map, man. I think stretching the map is something that, for you specifically, I want you to work on. Just making sure you're utilizing the edges of the map and not always going in the center. I think a lot of the times here, you're constantly going in the center and you're constantly like going straight into the fight instead of just playing it cruddy and playing it smart, you know? When we spawn up here, even right now, when we spawn up, like, I would look to my left here because of the timing. I would have just watched this lane and make sure we're clear. I was actually thinking that before you died, I was like, oh, okay, I would have watched the left there. These are small things I would have considered there. And it's a weird one because I know you spawned there, but it's just giving yourself that assurance. I think this is the second time it's happened. So let me show you the other one. So when you were here, for example, and you were going through middle and you were going through the door, just kind of shoulder the right and have a look, then go through, right? Same thing here. When you spawn up, I understand that you think it's safe because you just spawned up, but someone could be middle map. You could still spawn here, they're middle map, right? Let's say you spawn here, you spawn up, cool. When you're going through, like, just have a look here for a second, watch it, then go. Just that little extra 2 seconds. Now you know when you go around the corner, they are not here yet. So let's say he's right there. You go around, now he may be there, but give yourself a chance. Like, give yourself the timing, you know? We back away and look what happens. So right here, for example, look at the difference. Like right there, you spawn up right there. There's like just that little left turn just to maybe make sure for a second, and your teammates died as well. So sometimes you're better off holding this for a second with an AR. Let your teammate go to the right and just hold this for a second and then go help him. Because when you're here, you've given up the pinch as well. You're going to get maybe kind of cornered there sometimes. You end up dying right there. He gets a kill. Your teammate's going to get another one out. You spawn all the way out. Going to push through again. So your teammate's going in. This is good. This is good. Just pinch him as quick as possible. Nice. I like that play from you. Not bad at all. He's going to be in your left. Nice. Good. Great two-piece. One pump that heady, bro. One pump that heady. I want to see a one pump of that heady. Nice. Good. Really good shots there. Great job. I thought you overcommitted a little bit there, but you kind of made it work, to be fair to you. 30 seconds left. Same thing. They're going to be spawning at the back here. So this is another thing with spawn knowledge. I'm right there. Like, you were a little bit scared of the back, but like nothing's changed. You haven't blocked anything. So like they're going to spawn at the back there. They're still going to spawn. I think right there, just getting more aggressive, like helping your teammates there. You're kind of watching the pinch, but they can't be pinching right now. Like they have to be there. But this is not bad. 20 seconds left. Yes, I think right there, like such a small thing, but like just sometimes you're tweaking a little bit when you just don't need to be. Like you just got a fucking 4-piece, right? You got a crazy 4. Like you just got kills. As soon as you get that 3, just stand here and post up. Just like stand here and post up. That's it. Just post up and be annoying. But like you're kind of just like fluffing about. You're just fluffing about, like doing a bit too much random shit, and then it gets, you know, you get killed. But this is the thing, you're getting a lot of kills, but some of them aren't as valuable. And that's why when you look at your score early, you're like, oh bro, I'm fucking frying. How are we losing? But it's like, it's not necessarily that you're not shooting well. You're just like, right now, you're looking at your scoreboard. I can tell the way you're thinking, like, fucking hell, stupid team. But it's like, even plays like this, right? Look where you spawned. Look where you spawned, Ollie. This is a really, really good summary of what happened. You spawned here. What do you think the disciplined play is right now? What do you think the disciplined play is with 15 seconds left? Before I carry on, what do you think the disciplined play is? What do you think maybe the correct play could be here? See what he says. I just don't know. Why is he playing games was ever reinforced? This was a while ago, bro. This was a while ago, chap. Anyways, right now, 15 seconds left. You should be rotating here, setting up for new, right? Or going to the left here. But you have your knife out, knife out, knife out. Like, look how far up you're going. We don't need to be here. Right now, with what, 10 seconds left? We should be like, cool, you know what? I'm getting ready for the new hill. I'm actually backing away. I'm holding the far left here because I think they're going to push through. And this is super important, Ollie. This is why sometimes I don't get so many kills, because I'm playing the smarter, more patient route like this. So if I compare what I did to you did, right? Look what I did here. And let's see what you did. Let's say you get this kill. Teammate kills him. Cool. Let's say you get the kill, right? Because you get that kill. You just got a kill. So your KD now is up by 1. Where I haven't really done shit. I'm standing here holding the pinch. Who's making a better play for the team? I would say I am, because I'm giving us the spawns. I'm making sure we're good. But you got the KD bonus. So now when you look at your KD, you're like, bro, I'm shooting. But look where you spawn. Look where you spawn right there. From your kill, you spawn all the way there. I would rather be where I am and not get any kills than be there with an extra kill. And that mindset shift is what is going to allow you to be so much better. So much better. Set up next. Well, exactly. You could be P3 and watch a truck, or you could just back away to the left, wherever. But just make sure you're holding the map. Because now, look, bro, you're down by 60. Now you're on the other side of the map again. Again, the other side of the map. And we're constantly trying to break in. Good job again. But against better players, we're going to have to break in. Okay? We don't want to do that. Same scenario, like this is just the same stuff as last time. Good job breaking in, but like again, we're constantly breaking in. It's just not easy. Good play for sure. Unlucky, just maybe pistol, but that's fine. And you can see it's the same thing. There's nothing to break down because it's the exact same thing. It's just that it's those early key moments that we have to play a bit more for the rotation. Because now look, you're just rotating so far across the map that it's like I can't tell you what to do differently there, because you're not supposed to break those hills. Like you're actually not supposed to break those hills. They're super hard to break. So what you're doing is fine. It's not like you're playing it wrong. You're playing it wrong before it gets to that point. You know? This is just, at this point, because there's only 20 seconds left, it's very hard to say anything because the team morale's already gone and they know they can win off scraps. So it's one of those where you guys just like, the game is just kind of chalked at this point. It's super hard to win from here. Like you have to be perfect in the rotations. So that's why it's like, yeah, you can't really do much right now. So there's nothing to really say from here, to be honest with you. The game's basically done. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I think you did a good job slaying. What I will say is most of your kills, if we had like an action map, I mean, this is basically done, right? Unless you guys somehow win. Yeah, no, it's done. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, imagine you somehow win? Or if you somehow win, this would be insane. Okay, there you go. So you went 56 and 28. I'll be real. I'm gonna be real. Half your kills weren't as useful as they should be. So like, for example, if we're like on the hill, you're always in the high engagements area. You know what I'm saying? You're always in the high engagement area. So you're naturally gonna have more kills. Sometimes I would rather you play a little bit more creddy and do more for your team without getting as many kills. So I'm not saying you would have won, but I would have rather you maybe got 45 kills, but those 11 kills that you're sacrificing, you're playing for more long-term positioning, if that makes sense. It's not that kills are bad. It's that you're getting 56 kills. Now, what I'm trying to say is the way you're playing with the high engagement area, if you play like that, you need to fry, and you did fry. So you're getting 56 kills and 100 seconds on hill, and you're losing. Now, you may have lost that regardless of what you did, because you did play well. But in my opinion, if you just sacrifice maybe 10 of those kills for a bit more, I would say higher leverage plays, and I'll give you a perfect example, like what we just went through, but like this one. Where is it on the P3? No, we want it on the P3. This is the one example, okay? Because this chains, by the way, this chained for you guys. But right here, this is like a perfect example, okay? If you could do like 10 of these correctly, right here. This is the decision making right now where you could just sacrifice the kills for the placement. So right now you could see they're spawning here, they're going through. So right now you should be thinking, okay, cool. My teammates have this whole right street. This guy's getting middle. Let me just watch the left. Now, where do I go? It depends on where they are. If I think they've crossed over already, then I back away and play smart and back away this way. If I think they haven't crossed over and I can meet them, I can get there before them, then let me go left. So it's up to you to analyze that. Right now, you have time. So I would have much preferred you taking a little route, going to the left like this, holding this angle, getting a kill, backing away, getting the spawn. This was one moment, okay? The other moment was the same thing on the P4. The very first P4, if I can find it again. When we got 3-piece right here. Same situation. You see, you're watching the right. If we just watch the left here, we would have the same result. Exact same spot. I'm not even moving. In this scenario, I'm not even moving. If we had the same spot here, we watch the left. And you know why people don't do this? Because this is the boring play. This is the route that you're watching. This is the pinch. But when you watch this, you're getting information. You're telling your team, listen, they're not on the left. We're vibing. They're coming through the right. We're funneling them in. You're getting all map control when you do that. When you sit here, okay, and they're all funneling through that area there, you now know that, and you can make a play depending on that. So if you know they're all going through, you see 4 red dots, you can go through and you can jump up here now and you can catch them in the sprint or whatever. So right now, sorry, wrong screen. So you could do that, okay? So imagine you're sitting there, you're watching this area here, so your teammates don't have to worry about it. They're all watching the right, and you could see loads of shooting. I'm not saying stay here for the whole game. I'm saying now that you could see, you know that, push up, play a different angle now, be annoying. And this is your judgment as a player, you know? So right here, for example, when I'm sitting here, I see no one, but I can see like shooting, like boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool, they're going through. I'll go across. Go through. Maybe go through right here. Stand right here. Now, I know that they're not coming through this area because I've cleared it. And if they come through right there, I might do this. You go through, kill that guy, back away. Now they're, not only have I killed one, they're going to chase me or they're going to push to you, but I've got my cover again. And I'm just being annoying as fuck. If I have a sub, I go through here. I go prone. And you just play off angles. You be annoying. You play off angles. You sit right here, for example. And let me tell you why this is so important, okay? Let's say I'm sitting right here. Or this ain't a great spot because of that. Let's say I'm sitting right here, okay? I'm sitting right here. The reason why this is super good is because when they're coming from this area, let's say I'm coming through here, okay? There might be someone on that heady. If I'm worried about that guy on the heady, why did my TV turn off? If I'm worried about that guy on the heady and I'm constantly trying to fight him, and I go around like that, I'm not even going to look there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fighting in front of me. So if I'm doing that, looking left, like trying to fight this guy, trying to go through, I'm not even going to see that guy. So you play those creddy spots and you just be way more annoying, okay? All right, I'm going to end that one there. YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Twitch, hope you guys enjoyed that one too. That was the boy Ali. Great player. Hope you guys enjoyed the VOD review. Arlie, my man, hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, ask me in the chat. We'll go through it. And yeah, if you guys want your own VOD review, let me know on Discord. There's a coaching section. You guys can say, oh, I want to do a VOD review. It is a paid service. Or you can have live coaching where we go through in-game scenarios live. Stuff like that, man. All that stuff we can do live. Or I can do VOD review, whatever you guys want. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.